everybody, welcome back. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. This is Kim, and as you can tell by my screen, I'm going to be doing a very short Excel basics tutorial. A friend of mine today was asking me a couple questions about Excel, and it got me thinking that there may be others who are afraid to jump in and try it. And I just wanted to kind of show you the very basics, how to maneuver the program, how to open it up, how to basically start using it. So that's what today's video is going to be. I hope you find it useful. Even if you know how to use Excel, maybe I'll show you something that you didn't already know. I learned something every time I watch somebody else's Excel video, and I consider myself an advanced user. So yeah, it's a fun program. Anyway, so let's go ahead and open Excel. It's a part of the Microsoft Office package. This is kind of what it looks like when you open it. You'll have some tabs on the left. We'll have a home tab, new tab, and open file, and this is when you're opening it. This is where your recent files will be listed and any pinned files that you want. I'll show you how to do it. Unpin it. Okay. So to pin something means it's going to stay there. So if I want this file always there, I use it a lot, I want easy access to it, all you do is highlight it and go over here and click this little pin, and now it will stay there forever, well, until you unpin it. So here's my pinned, here's my recent. It's kind of the same, but that's okay. Along the top here are some more suggested files. Here's a blank workbook. Here is a tour you could take of Excel. Here's a tutorial how to make a drop-down menu, drop-down list. Here's a tutorial to make all about formulas, Power Query, pivot table, pie charts, organizational chart. Here you can make a calendar. It's this little link right here will take you to more templates. So anyways, today we're just going to start with a blank workbook. I'm going to make this zoomed in a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so you'll see this has the ribbon like all the other Office products. You have the Home tab, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, etc. Today we are going to stay in the Home tab. This is where the most commonly used things are. If you want to save your file, here's a little save icon. You click on that, prompt you to save it. Here's undo and redo up here, but it's a very fun program to use once you figure it out. So as you can see, there are column titles along the top, row numbers along the bottom. So each one of these is a column. Okay, so the columns go up and down, and the rows go across. And you'll notice there are a lot of cells, and you can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling forever. You'll have unlimited amount of columns, unlimited amount of rows, and that's kind of how Excel is made up, of just tons and tons of cells. Each one of these is a cell. So if you click on a cell, you'll notice that it highlights a column header and a row header. So this one is notated as C3. So it's in column C, row 3. Here is B3. Okay, here is C7. Okay, so that's how you know where something is in Excel and how you can manage your data. But more about that later. This is considered a worksheet, and it's called sheet 1. If you want another sheet, you just click here. That gives you another sheet, and it's blank. Sheet 1 has your data on it that you've already created. Now here you can type on here too. Whatever. You can rename these sheets anything you'd like. To rename it, just double click on it, and oops, double click, it'll be highlighted. You can type whatever you want, July, whatever. Double click on this one. This one will be October. You just double click and you can type whatever you want. You can do it as many times as you want. So anyways, yeah, so that's how you do the tabs for the worksheets. But let's go back to our original, which is this one. To enter data in a cell, you just basically click and type it in, whatever you want. You hit enter, it takes you down. Whatever. Oop. So that's easy. You can also just click in each one. You can do it that way. However you want to do it. You want to skip around, you just click inside a box. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. So kind of the nice thing about Office is the formatting is pretty much the same throughout any program. So here's where you can change bold, italic, underline, the font color, the background color, font size, the font name, etc. But let's say bold. Okay, so we want this sentence to be bold. Okay, now you notice that not only is this sentence too long for our cell, if you click away and click back, you're not really clicking on your sentence, you're clicking on the cell behind it. This entire sentence lives in this cell. Now, when you click on the correct cell, you'll notice that this text is also up here in the formula bar. That's what this is called, the formula bar. You can edit it here. You want the sentence to be bold, let's make it bold. And then when you click back down here, it changes it down here. So it's really the same data, it's just showing it in two places. Now, so we want to make this sentence bold, right? So like I said, we can't click over here because that's not really the sentence, that's the cell behind it. So what I'll do is highlight, click inside the cell where the text lives, which is this first one on the left. Then up here, go up and highlight the sentence and then click bold. Then when we come back down here, you'll see that it affected that sentence to make it bold. Now, there's one way to get around this. So you can, here's our cell, remember where our text lives. You can manually drag this if you want. Or here's a shortcut. You highlight the text box, the cell that the text is in, and the little, see this little line to the right of the E? If you double click on that, it'll automatically make this box just a little bit longer than your text. So you can also do wrap text. So let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's say here, let's say we want it that wide for some reason. If you do wrap text, click on it first, sorry. Click on it where the text is and click wrap text. Now it'll make a paragraph of it, and it'll stay that same width, and it won't go over into the other cells that are next to it. I don't know if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and make it a different color. Oops, how do I type it? Let's make this okay. Now, so you see this one didn't wrap, only this one did, because I only had this highlighted when I clicked on wrap text. This one is still flowing over into these other cells. So all you do is highlight it and click wrap text, and it'll do the same thing for here. So then now we want to make the sentence a different color. So we just go up here, highlight, let's make this a different color, and then let's pick a color here. I don't know, orange. Okay, so now we made that a different color. Now we could, let's pick a different font. Okay, so let's pick for the word word. So we will go up here, highlight word, go to the drop down here where the fonts are, and let's just pick a fun font. There we go. So then that word has a new font. So this is just like, you know, the program Word, you know, with the formatting. You have all the same kind of things. You can center. So if you click in here and then click center. Another cool thing that this has is you can put the text in the bottom of the box, align it to the center of the box, or align it to the bottom. So that's what those are. All sorts of things, but let's not go into that now. I just wanted to show you how easy this was to manipulate your text. And this is not a text program. This is more of a data-driven, you know, worksheet program. So, but you can still do a lot of cool things with your text. Now, everyone knows that the beauty of Excel is for formulas and calculations. They're built in, which is makes life, you know, pretty easy. Let's just go ahead and add some numbers. One other thing I wanted to say is, since this text is long, it has made this cell tall. Now, if I wanted to have, you know, just normal size cells, you'd have to do some formatting. So I'm just going to scroll down so I have normal size cells for my numbers. But I just wanted to show you that that's why these are so big. It's because we did the wrap text, and it's because of the font that's in here. So anyway, let's just do a list of numbers. So I typed in there, clicked and typed 11. Now I'm going to hit enter, go down to the next line. Just going to type some numbers. Okay. So I have this series of numbers and I want to add them up. So let's say I want the total to be in this bottom box. So we're going to click right here. This is where I want the total. Right up here is an icon called AutoSum. If you click on that, it'll automatically select all the numbers above this box and create a formula to put the sum of G10 through G14 in this box right here. So this is G10, G11, G12, 13, 14. If I press enter, this is the total of all these numbers. Okay, that's cool, right? The real cool part about it is if you change any of the numbers, it'll automatically change the total. So that's what's cool, is you've created a formula without even doing any work. So here it is. If we click on this cell up here in the formula bar, you can see the formula equals. Okay, so equals means put the answer in this box for the sum of, and then you have the parentheses, G10 colon G14. So we're going through G10 through G14. Let's say we don't want G14 in there, we only want to go 13. You just click in here. So then it won't add this number in there. It'll only add these four. So anyways, that's how you manipulate the formulas, but that's a whole other video. I just wanted to show you that this is the formula that's created right there by clicking on the AutoSum. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to show you? So we did the width of the cell, the formula, some formatting. I think that's it. I think that's enough, actually. This should get you started. It should make it so that you can maneuver around inside of Excel, create a formula if you want, enter some data, just play around. It's kind of fun. I have a lot of other Excel videos. You can search for them. And there's a lot of fun things that I've created, some activities and different things that you can create using Excel. Yeah, test them out. Anyways, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you found it useful. Maybe you learned something new. If you have any questions or comments, or is there something you'd like me to show, I am by no means an expert, but I am an advanced Excel user, and I think I could be able to figure it out. If there's something that you want to learn how to do, I can, if I don't already know how to do it, I could figure it out. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're staying healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time.